Alright. Hello, hello, good people. I don't know why it's saying upcoming, but you know, 'tis what it is. Alright. Gotta hit them so. Alright. So that's Facebook done. Alright. Got Twitter set up. And now for the 1-2. The 1-2, baby, the 1-2. Alright, enough with the nonsense. So, oh, I guess I should copy and paste this. Oh, oh yeah. Warrior. Alright. Alrighty. So, now that we've got that out of the way, legend, they're the women's tag team champions. Alright. Just answer our message real quick. And then we shall go from there. I'll probably do some other matches. Just random matches for my own amusement. Why not? So we got Trick and Kill. After that, we've got, well, it was Jay, but now it's might be due to the fan, I don't know, backlash? Whatever you want to call it. Injured. That's the only other thing I have that could have possibly happened there. The other thing that makes either way, we now have Logan Paul. And after last night, I do imagine that they might find some way to involve Jay.
Ah, here comes the young OG, ready to get bouncy.
All right.
The following is an Elimination Chamber match. The rules of this match are as follows. 4 participants will be locked away in their respective pods. 2 superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. The only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. The last superstar remaining, following the eliminations, will be declared the winner. Making his way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina.
They took way too long.
What an intimidating sight this chamber must be for all of these competitors.
Like, I don't understand why they didn't just start the introductions as normal when Javon came out. Something 2K26, I hope, just figured out.
The American Nightmare is here.
It looks like Cody got a pod. Right.
The WWE Universe inspires Cody to fight every night. Yeah, Cody Rhodes is ready for any challenge at any time.
No, see, like that's a fairly decent timing for the introduction.
Cody Rhodes has endured so much, but it's made him a better competitor. Rhodes has overcome challenges. He finished the story of a lifetime, and he won the undisputed WWE Championship. But Cody has never lost sight of what's important.
Now, I don't know all the wrestlers that have unique entrances. So far, the only one I've seen that has a unique chamber entrance has been Asuka.
Cody is ready to fight.
Which, hey, if my audience has a match they'd like to see, I'll probably do it.
Here's someone ready to storm into a fight. First
LA Knight got a pod. Alright.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, LA Knight.
Fellas, I've been looking forward to this match for a while. Mostly because I'm outside the Elimination Chamber and not in it.
Alright. Now, while entrances are going, I should point out that, yes, this stream is sponsored by W Energy. And if you use my code, Chaos369 at checkout, you get 10% off of your order. Who doesn't love a discount, am I right? And Randy gets a pod. Alright, alright. Now! Then posted on YouTube, Randy did win.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is basically a
This will
five-star
change
general
things,
of psychological
but we shall
warfare.
see.
Learned his killer instinct
I will say
and
that
has now evolved.
Randy is a solid choice to win the chamber
Randy's entire body
any day of the week.
He's forged it through 2 decades of war. Yeah, Randy Orton is no ordinary man.
And of the wrestlers that could potentially fight McIntyre at Mania,
Understand the presence and the danger.
for me, it's down to either Randy or Cody. But I will say this, if Cody wins, I somehow see them turning Cody versus Drew into a triple threat match and including Jacob Fatu. Just because
This is a match he's craved for quite some time. He's ready and rare.
there's so much history there, just in the past few months alone. Whether it's Jacob causing Cody to lose the title to Drew in a 3 Stages of Hell match, or it's what just happened last night. Jacob had a shot at entering the chamber versus Logan Paul and lost because
Gentlemen, tricking ain't easy.
Drew kind of screwed him over.
Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Trick Williams.
Guys, I was in the arena when the Elimination Chamber debuted in 2002, and somehow the structure has become even more destructive.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. You know, that's one thing I wish they would have. Like, you heard with the Cody entrance, I'm pretty sure. the fans were chanting along with Cody's theme song. It would have been nice for them to do the whoop that trick for Trick Williams' entrance. Because whoop that trick is such a big part of his entrance. Then again, I wish they would update the friggin' commentary team. I am so sick of a 3-person commentary team on these games with Corey, Michael, and Byron. Because Byron is only there to be the fucking vanilla punching bag. And what I mean by that is, he's such a fucking Boy Scout. He's so vanilla and boring. That's why he gets picked on all the fucking time.
Let's be honest, Logan Paul is an absolute prodigy. He gets even better every time he steps foot in the ring. Natural ability and athleticism to spare, despite his bad attitude. Logan Paul makes it all look easy.
You know, Logan, seeing you just reminds me of how annoyed I was with Chaos369's inclusion in this game. Not so much. I'll put it this way. In general, adding celebrities to a wrestling game roster is kind of annoying and bullshit to begin with. But my annoyance with KSI in particular has nothing to do with the fact that they had the fucking had a celebrity in the game. It was the fact that you couldn't take him out of that stupid Prime Bottle mascot outfit. That was such an annoyance for me. Because I wanted to treat KSI like a legitimate competitor, a legitimate athlete. And instead, the only way you can use KSI in this game, you have to leave him in the stupid Prime Bottle outfit. Are you friggin' kidding me? And to make matters worse, we already had a Prime Bottle mascot as a playable character by that point. So, all it did was make me turn KSI and the mascot into a tag team.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg. Oh my gosh! Things just got more interesting with Cody Rhodes entering the chamber. Working on the arm. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming. Fujiwara armbar. They didn't come here to play. The arm is locked in. This is sending a... He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it. No telling what's going on in his mind.
Don't you just love when you get messages?
Alabama slam. Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity.
Who's going with... Well... I did do a record. I did.
You have to find ways to use the surroundings to your advantage. Smash the walls. Drop him on that outside area. Get brutal. Catches a punch. Shoulders it down. Raises the shoulder before the 1 count. Staying in this one. Look who it is. Randy Orton.
It was predicted by the game that with Jay involved, Orton was going to win. And in the women's chamber, Rhea was going to win. I don't know how I feel about that, but from what I understand, there was an altercation between Rhea and Jade last night. So, it has potential. Personally, I'd love to see Rhea versus Jade, because you got power. Is a pretty solid match as well. But I'm doing a simulation of the match with Logan Paul in place of Jey Uso, since that's what the change was that was made last night. And I don't know. We will see what happens. I will say, of the people in this match, you know what? And that's fair. That's fair. But when you compare the other women in the match, I don't know who else is really on that level. You know what I mean? Like, no, I mean, I suppose they could do a Tiffany Stratton Jade Cargill rematch, because I don't think they've really had a rematch since Jade beat Tiffany for the title. And there's a story you could make there. You could make the story of, you only beat me because I had an injured leg. And I'm helped. They could build that up with Tiffany versus... I mean, let's be honest. Asuka, I don't see Asuka winning. Just realistically, I don't see it. Kiana James, no shot in hell. Like, Kiana James is a dark horse that just, no. Raquel could be interesting, but I think there's more money to be made in Raquel, in a Raquel-Liv Morgan feud. Raquel Rodriguez feuding with Liv Morgan, there's a lot more potential there. Alexa Bliss could be good. If nothing else, to break her away from Charlotte. Yeah, but see, that's just it. Jacob Fatu's not in the chamber. If we're talking about the men's chamber... Like, okay, let's look at the options here. The fan favorite is LA Knight. Fans want to see LA Knight in a title picture. Like, that's their guy. I'm kind of meh. And that's just because LA Knight is kind of like a... He's basically just a fusion of Stone Cold and The Rock. He is LA Knight as a character. But people really like him. So I can't discount that. Javon Evans, he's really popular. I think it's too soon for him. Same with Trick, because they both just got called up from NXT. I do not think it is time for Trick or Javon. So that just leaves you with Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. Now, Logan, they could do that if they really want to have a bad guy win the chamber. But I don't see how that works. Because Drew McIntyre is already a bad guy. So then you've got Cody and Orton. Now Orton, personally, is probably the best fit. Just because... I mean, Trick could do for a shock win, don't get me wrong. I think it might be too soon for Trick, like I said. And apparently the game agreed with me, because he's the first one eliminated by Logan Paul, of all people. Which, that frustrates the hell out of me. But here's how I look at it with both Orton and Rhodes. All right, with Orton, he came back at the expense of McIntyre. And what I mean by that is every time Orton made a surprise return in the past year or so, he came back hitting Drew with the RKO out of nowhere. It's happened at least once or twice now. So I feel like it's going to be... Okay, and LA Knight is out. So I feel like in this case, Orton makes a good safe bet. And then you got Cody. Now, I could see Cody winning, but they got to do something to make Cody versus Drew interesting. I don't think that's true. I don't. Like, there are matches worth watching at Mania. For example, and Orton's out. Now, I stated this before, Randy Orton was the one that the game predicted to win when Jey Uso was part of the lineup. So, this game is essentially, with Logan Paul involved, predicting a different outcome, a different winner. But here's the thing. With Cody, I think to make it interesting, you gotta involve Jacob Fatu. That's the only way to justify Cody winning. You've got to add Jacob and make it a triple threat match. And Javon's out. Because I think people are done with Cody and Drew. We've seen it multiple times throughout the year, last year. There was that 3 stages of hell match, and like I mentioned before,
these athletes are putting each other through. He kicks out at 2, almost inhuman at this point. Looking to end this.
Logical sense to make it a triple threat. It just does. And there you go.
The Elimination Chamber.
The game is predicting Cody Rhodes to win tonight.
They went the extra mile in this win. I agree.
Oh yeah, triple threat I would definitely watch, without a doubt.
We knew it was going to be a
Drew versus Cody versus Jacob, triple threat. That would be great. And I'm okay with that, honestly. Because Cody is one of the better faces, love him or hate him, in the company. And okay. At least according to 2K25, but there is Rhea wins the women's chamber. Cody wins the men's chamber. CM Punk beats Finn Balor. Obviously, AJ Lee is not in this game. I don't know if they're doing a pay-per-view before Mania this year. I think this might be the last one, because they've already started advertising and announcing pay-per-views that are set to take place after Mania, like I know they've already announced Backlash, and I believe they announced Clash in Italy, since it's supposed to be the first premium live event in Italy. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, if anybody has any match requests that they want to see, I'm all ears. Since I finally knocked that out of the way. And I did rag on this game a lot, but let me show some of the things that I actually enjoy about this game, so it's not all negative. All right. Let's see. Let's find New Jack, but who are we going to put New Jack up against? That's the question. Abyss might be interesting, honestly. Sandman, another solid option. I'm trying to think here. Okay, who do you want to see New Jack fight? It doesn't matter who, just give me a name. It's gonna be Extreme Rules! Aleister Black, okay, you know what? Sure, why not? Sure, we could totally go with that. Why not?
Oh, that chill in the air can only mean one thing. Aleister Black is here.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the better and more unique NXT entrances that they ever did.
Lest you forget Aleister Black's resume, he was one of the most dominant NXT champions in history and is a Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner.
But since his last time in WWE, Corey, we've seen Black reach main events elsewhere, win major titles.
I'm trying to think of any other entrances that originated from NXT that were really good. I want to say Velveteen Dream, but he kind of shot his career in the foot. And in recent years, he's only made it worse. Which is sad.
When you look at Aleister,
because Velveteen Dream had such potential, and then he just ruined it.
His mindset, his intense focus, and also his intensely calm state.
I mean, Tommaso's, well, if we're going straight based on theme songs, Tommaso's No One Will Survive is definitely one of the better entrance themes, for sure. Gargano's theme is pretty good as well. I was just meaning, like, the overall presentation and entrance feel. Because I think Velveteen, if I remember correctly, like, he had, like, this whole Prince Purple Rain type of entrance. That was very good. You know who has a really good entrance nowadays from NXT? Oba Femi. Like, Oba's entrance is just... Well, it displays him as a ruler. I will say that much.
Weighing in at 240 pounds, New Jack.
The living embodiment of don't try this at home. Both beloved and feared for his take on extreme violence.
Never to be duplicated, thankfully.
Which gimmick? Oba's or the Velveteen Dreams?
It simply does not get any more real than New Jack.
Doesn't get scarier either.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I'll be honest, both gimmicks require a level of... yeah. Well, here's the thing. With Velveteen Dream, the gimmick requires a lot of charisma. Because you gotta keep in mind, with, like I mentioned before, Velveteen Dream, like, the gimmick is primarily just the guy being, like, being Prince, or an analog for Prince.
An aggressive charge against New Jack now.
A gimmick like that could work, but you gotta be charismatic as all hell. Like, because Prince was charismatic.
Just in time, he gets out of there.
Like in that respect, because when you think about it, at least in terms of music, the only person that was really on Prince's level, or was like, if we're talking about this in wrestling terms, Prince's rival, probably Michael Jackson. So, in that respect, you need, I don't know, that aura, I guess. But
this is just nasty. Oh, this aggression, just pure brutality.
Alright.
All's fair in love and war, gentlemen.
But no, like I said, to give some credit to this game, I do appreciate that if it's a one-on-one Extreme Rules match, New Jack's theme plays for the entire match.
He's making his way to ringside now. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
I don't think Baron was wasted, honestly. I think... I think they did as much as they could with Corbin, and it just... It didn't go very far. Because you gotta remember, they devoted so much time and effort into Baron Corbin as a character. Because they had him down at NXT, and he was just like a former football player. That's like his whole gimmick, and he was the lone wolf. And then they brought him up to the main roster, and he was pretty much just Baron Corbin for a while, and then he became Constable Corbin, and then he became King Corbin. And I think Constable Corbin was when he was an authority figure.
It hasn't ended yet. Look who's here.
It's about to get a little more crowded. I cannot
I
believe
mean,
this right now. You might not believe it, Saxton, but it's
they may have given him some shitty work, but they still promoted him like crazy. Like, he got a world title shot against Seth Rollins when he was Constable Corbin. He had a main event feud with Roman Reigns when he was King Corbin. The only downside with the Roman versus King Corbin feud was the fact that a lot of it revolved around that stupid Big Dog moniker, and that was a Vince thing. Like, Vince is the one that gave Roman the moniker of Big Dog. And Vince is also the one that inserted dog food into a large portion of that stupid feud. I mean, hell, they even gave Corbin, like, like a King's Court type of thing, and it went absolutely fucking nowhere.
Celebrate this win. You deserve it.
Like, I don't even remember who those guys were. Like, I want to say
But you have to imagine their head was not.
they were the Forgotten Sons repackaged, or at least two of them repackaged. But I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I feel like when they sent Corbin down to NXT, that was to help him build up younger guys like Braun Breaker. Because, oh, God, I can't even hazard a guess how long Corbin was with the company. But, like, I'll put it this way. Baron Corbin is one of those guys that could only work in WWE. And the reason I say that, his new wrestling name is Bishop Dyer, or some shit like that. It's a stupid fucking ring name. And at best, it's a ring name that only serves a purpose to be like, how do I want to put this? It's clinging to what he was in WWE. Like, he's even gone on interviews saying, what's better than a Baron? A Bishop! You fucking idiot. Bishops and Barons aren't even in the same category in terms of title, moron! So it's like... I'm sorry, but when you're clinging to your old moniker to the point where you just do like a bargain bin version, it's bad. I can't start a call right now, man. I'm on stream.
Gentlemen,
come on now.
Dealing with a true X-Factor.
I mean, I would be more than willing to voice about my grievances with wrestling, but unfortunately I can't do that while I'm streaming. I have sponsors. Well, a sponsor. Speaking of which, folks, if you buy from WWE and use the code Chaos369 at checkout, you get 10% off. Huzzah! So, no, fact of the matter is, WWE did so much with Baron, and it never worked out. Like, they tried. They legitimately tried. Because you gotta remember, Kurt Angle, or rather, Baron Corbin retired Kurt Angle. That was supposed to be a boost.
The Dutch Destroyer.
It went flat.
Whatever name he goes by, just know Aleister Black is the
Like,
last thing you see before your world fades to black.
It didn't go very far or very well, sadly. Now, what they're doing with Gunther, making him a career killer,
Amsterdam has grown tired of waiting for challengers.
that has potential.
At his door tonight, Black brings his own.
I don't know if it will achieve Legend Killer Orton levels,
Who are extremely nervous when they find out
but
they've got to go one-on-one with Aleister Black.
I feel like, now that I'm saying it, Gunther's career killer streak I feel like it makes sense you end it with Orton. Like, you can go two ways with it, right? You can keep it going, have him run through Orton, and retire Orton, or you can build it up as Legend Killer versus Career Killer, and then have Orton prove why he's the Legend Killer. But I don't know, that's just speculation on my part, I suppose. No, WrestleMania season has me always thinking of what would be great Mania matches.
I'm concerned was really the unsung hero of D-Generation X.
Never gave less than 100%. Natural talent off the charts.
Some of my ideas are better than others, granted.
I'm glad to see his
But
achievements and innovations getting the shine they finally deserve.
A two-time Hall of Famer, and deservedly so, in my opinion. And with that,
I will say this much. In terms of today, like for example, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I couldn't tell you who I think the better option to win that would be. I really couldn't. Like, on one hand, Becky could finally get the demon off of her back, so to speak, by beating AJ Lee and then set her up for something else at Mania. But on the other hand, honestly, I don't know what the purpose would be of having AJ win. Like, it'd be a cool moment, but I don't... Other than a cool moment of AJ winning in her hometown, I don't see what purpose AJ Lee beating Becky Lynch serves. And that's just me being dead ass. Becky hold it, but then again, I don't know what purpose Becky holding the titles anymore serves. Like, unless they're gonna do a blow-off match between Bayley and Becky at Mania, I don't know. Really? Another person wants to fuck with Aleister Black? That's the whole reason I set this match up. Because X-Pac tried to fuck over Aleister. And now we got Roddy Piper doing the same goddamn thing. What the fuck? Oh, fucking hell. Damn it.
Doesn't look like it will be for long.
Got them off their feet here.
Came back from the bed. Yes! Roddy came back from the dead to fuck with Aleister. You know, since I already got past.
I think we're gonna see it.
Yeah, it's off. Like, Aleister literally crept out of the corner just to get hit with a Bronco Buster. What in the actual fuck? Oh boy. Okay, where X-Pac failed, Piper apparently succeeded.
That level of teamwork on display from their corner got the win tonight. And if they can maintain it, they've got big things ahead. You guys think this win is going to keep them together? I don't see a reason why you wouldn't.
Oh, Lord.
You got the synergy, now you've got the win.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, actually. And I know just who to pair with Aleister Black. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright. You fina China. No. Actually, I was gonna pair him with Hogan. Since Hogan is an arch enemy of Roddy Piper. Although, I mean, Karrion Kross could have potential, I suppose. Okay, first off, Hogan apologized, alright? We shouldn't hate on a man for something he did 10 years prior to his death, alright? That's just my honest opinion of it. Like, Stone Cold beat his wife. We don't harp on him for that shit. Like, that's the only thing I'm saying. Is like, if we're gonna be hating on somebody for one thing, can we make it consistent? It's all across the board. He did not, though. He didn't keep on being racist. Also, you got to keep in mind, the one time Hogan said anything racist or racially motivated was in private, being recorded against his knowledge on a sex tape. And he was complaining about his daughter Brooke dating a black guy. And I would like to point out, if black wrestlers that actually worked with Hogan could forgive him, then who am I to judge? That's what I'm looking at. Booker T forgave him. Mark Henry, I don't remember. I think Mark was on the fence. But Booker actually worked with Hogan. Right? So, if Booker can forgive, then who am I to judge? That's just the way I look at it. I mean, yes, if he kept doing that shit, condemn him. No question. No question. But as far as I know, he only said racist remarks one time, and then he spent
Two-time Hall of Famer ready to make a little noise.
I don't know why in the world this didn't update with your latest comment, because I went to read it, and it's not popping up.
Introducing first, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've seen that South Park episode with Randy Marsh misinterpreting the word naggers, let's just say. But that's South Park. They take things to absurd lengths to prove their point. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. With South Park, I stopped watching halfway through the newest season. Because every episode was fucking Trump bad. And it's like, okay, we get it. You don't like Trump. Trump's bad. Got it. Do we have to spend every episode harping on that point? Or can we fucking move on? And like they literally had Trump in a same-sex relationship or a secret relationship with Satan, and they went out of their way to make Trump, like, they did the same animation style for Trump that they used for Saddam Hussein back in the day. So it's obvious what they were saying without saying it. They were comparing Trump to Hussein and pretty much saying that he's fucking Satan. Both literally within the context of the show and metaphorically based on his actions. And it's like, I watch shows for escapism. Like, pro wrestling is good at that escape because it doesn't feature real world bullshit that much. And when I'm constantly being reminded of real world bullshit, it gets it's not fun. Like that's part of why I hated the Hulu Animaniacs reboot. When Hulu brought Animaniacs back. Because the Hulu version of Animaniacs did the same damn thing. Every episode, they had a cheap shot at Trump. And that was during his first term.
Says he is the consequence that the WWE
and
locker room deserves.
The way I look at it,
Black is more dangerous than ever.
I'm never going to give my political opinion outside of keep politics out of my entertainment. That's the furthest I go with that shit. Because the fact of the matter is,
if you asked me to describe Aleister Black in one word, I would use the word.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
And don't get me wrong, he's very huge. It's very, very huge. We have the biggest media. We have all of the media. You don't know how bad it is when I want to just throw a random character in D&D that's supposed to be a parody of Trump when he's the fucking president. It's near impossible. Because then everything becomes politically motivated. It's like, no, I find his way of talking hilarious, so I want to imitate that on occasion. But no. No. The fact of the matter is, I still stick with the words of Michael Jordan. Yeah, he kind of won the ECW title off of Mark Henry in a match that I did. And nobody has been able to get the belt off of him since in this game. Like, if you have a match to put him in to potentially make him lose the title, I am all ears.
You can actually stand up to his power. Would you say he runs wild on that? Michael, got a question for you. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Byron Cole asked you a question and you didn't answer.
More importantly, I really wish they would update the commentary team. I am so sick of the same tired-ass commentary team for wrestling games. Put you in.
And our competitors in this one are X-Pac.
Motherfucker, I don't have you as a created character in this game. Are you nuts?
Counter with Aleister Black and Hulk Hogan.
You know this is a tough match for superstars who don't play well with others. You really need to find a way to properly mix your skills with your partners.
Wicked kick.
Okay, so you are nuts. Okay, good for the confirmation. Good to know.
Combination of strikes.
At best, I might put Hogan in a match with a bunch of ECW alumni
Gut punch.
and see how that goes. And I have another random ass friend request.
Counters it. Hip toss.
Jesus.
Counter of their own. Kick right to the face.
Oh, what a knee.
No, that's the fun thing, I guess. I say with sarcasm.
Double
Since I started streaming this year,
X-Pac starting to get the crowd involved. Got the tag. Just in time, too.
again, I don't have a created character for you.
The quickness
So,
to turn things around in a hurry.
at best, the best I can do is just put Hogan up against a bunch of ECW guys and see if somebody can take the title off of him. Hell, I might just set it up as a gauntlet match.
He's got the shoulders down.
He is too fresh to have been kept down there.
But we would definitely have to do this with some level of justice, I suppose.
From this team here, Michael.
Incredible chemistry. Oh, and Enziguri.
Teamwork making the dream work right here.
Motherfucker, I don't have time to create you. I'm like, after today, I'm done with this game. The next game comes out next week.
Gets roughed up there. Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. Take off.
Don't get me wrong, I got a lot of mileage out of this game, but
The fearlessness.
there's some things I will be happy to be rid of. Like KSI in a goddamn Prime Bottle outfit. I'm still annoyed by that. It's bad enough that we were subjected to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 celebrity guest spots in this game. But to make matters worse,
Getting the fresh partner in here.
of those celebrity spots, the only one I actually cared for was Shaq.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
Hello, S-Rock.
Caught with an knee. What a back elbow. Moonsault.
No, it's like,
This is a situation you want to avoid.
it's going okay. It's going alright. I stream regularly every Saturday. Occasionally, I try to shoot for around noon my time, but...
You see that height on that?
Alright. Take care now. But no, folks, as I was saying, like,
Yes, there's the tag.
on average,
More than fired up right now.
it's bad enough that we got, or we were promised or announced 5 celebrity wrestlers in this game. But then you compound that with the fact that the first one was supposed to be Travis Scott. Didn't work out at all. So that got delayed to the point to where Travis Scott got replaced with El Grande Americano. Then we had 3 basketball players, and only one of them I acknowledge as somebody that earned a spot. Dude, I was here since day one. Like, I pre-ordered Bloodline Edition.
Got it. Big time tag team win.
Like, I pre-ordered the Bloodline edition, and I had the game for the entire year. And because of how well the wrestling videos have performed for this channel, I have pre-ordered the Monday Night War edition of 2K26. And so we're going to be rocking with that starting next week. It's mostly for the I try. I will say this much. Like, my subscriber count bumped up a lot from the matches and whatnot. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a bit blunt in my opinion. if I'm being completely honest. Let's see here. Right, I think you sent me a friend request, which I'm just gonna let you know I did delete it, but I thought it was spam, or rather I ignored it, so now that I know that you're an actual person, you might have to send it again at some point. Because I've gotten so many friend requests from people that were basically spam accounts. It wasn't even funny, man. Like, because I started live streaming weekly in January, I want to say. Yeah, because I've been doing it off and on for years, but this was the first year that I've really, so far, dedicated myself to doing it every week. Trying to... matter of fact, to emphasize my point on why I'm... Yeah, no, I definitely get that. No, like I said, especially, like, within one session or one live stream, I kind of got picked up by Dubby Energy, and since then, I've literally been getting friend requests constantly. So... It's definitely been a whole situation for sure. But also, not gonna lie, when you sent me that request about you being, like, the voice of Hazard on Overwatch, and I'll be honest, it kind of gave me, I don't know, flashbacks? I haven't played Overwatch in such a long time. It's not even... I think I stopped playing Overwatch around... Transformers crossover is kind of when I tapped out. Because at that point, it just became a whole thing where it's like... like... I don't know, I guess my main issue with Overwatch as a whole, they have all this story and lore, and you get a very small fraction of it in the game itself. Like, you have to go out and get the, like, you have to go out and get the lore from, like, digital comics and their websites and shit like that. It's like, it's kind of why I turned on the MCU for DC, or for Disney. I don't think I should have to do all this fucking homework just to watch your movie. Or just to enjoy, or just to play the video game. And I've fucking... This controversial opinion, but when they first introduced Doomfist 3v1'd Genji, Tracer, and Winston, and he bodied Genji and Tracer. Like, the only reason he lost is because him bodying Winston's best friend caused Winston to Hulk out and beat Doomfist's ass. So you're telling me that this gladiator bitch with a great sword is able to do what Tracer, Genji, and Winston could not do? Like, she's able to do by herself what it took 3 of them to do. Yo, you fucking kidding me? And this right here is why I was annoyed with KSI's inclusion in the game. I am so fucking annoyed because you can't remove that stupid outfit from KSI. You can't give him actual wrestling gear. He's just stuck in this stupid Prime bottle. It's so ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I'm not a fan of Prime as an energy drink to begin with, or Logan Paul for that matter. Just that hurts me. Like, here's the thing. I tried my damnedest to make the most of a bad situation. I'm like, oh, they're giving us a bunch of celebrity wrestlers. Great. Fantastic.
KSI in the ring, forgoing the boxing gloves this time around.
But you know what we got out of it? We got this shit. We were supposed to get Travis Scott, but Travis Scott apparently couldn't cut the mustard in terms of wrestling, so he got removed from it. And then we got Shaquille O'Neal and 2 NBA players that, for the life of me, I can't remember their names. I'm not a basketball fan. No, if they wanted to get me excited about 3 NBA, like, superstars in the wrestling game, they should have given us Shaq along with Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman. That is what I would have preferred. Because Malone and Rodman were actually in a wrestling angle. Shaquille O'Neal has been flirting with being in the wrestling business for the better part of a decade or more. Missed opportunity.
And KSI gets battered as his opponent goes to work.
Right now, the goal is the road to 100. The road to 1,000. That is my immediate goal. My immediate goal is getting 1,000 subscribers. Right now, I'm at 838, which is not terrible, but I'd like to up those numbers for sure. Yeah. That's the immediate goal. 1,000. After that, who knows? I mean, honestly,
This is gonna hurt.
yeah, that's fine. That is completely fine. As for me, I am probably gonna... Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's no surprise.
Karrion Kross basking in the afterglow of this win.
KSI came, he saw, he most likely immediately regretted his decision to have a wrestling match.
All right, then. All right. All right. I think that's gonna... Let's see here. How long have I been at this? Yeah, all right. So... up, because with the wrestling pay-per-view just a few hours away, or premium live event, excuse me, I hate that they switched that, but whatever. Elimination Chamber is merely a few hours away, so I'm probably going to hop off to get a quick bite. Before that, I will state that I appreciate everybody that shows up and watches this video, this live stream, either now or in the future, because as long as monetization reasons, or not monetization reasons, copyright reasons, which has happened in the past with these streams, or with the wrestling streams in particular, it'll be on the channel. So be sure to like, share, subscribe if you want, if you so choose. Starting next week, I'm thinking of devoting next month, or the month of March, to 2K26. It comes out next week. Because I pre-ordered the Monday Night War edition of the game, I will be able to play it as early as the 6th. In which case, if you guys want, I can live... Well, you guys will get to enjoy, or at least watch and see the game for all of its day one quirks, I suppose. Or technically day 2, based on my streaming schedule. Regardless, I did want to get out a wish list for the Monday Night War edition of the game, like what wrestlers I wanted to see and hoped would be included. But I never got around to it because I think they started revealing the roster just as I was about to do that. I will say that if there is any